Hey, it's Taylor, and I'm really glad you're here. I'm so excited that you decided to sign up for this 5-day challenge. Now, this first video is going to help you get unstuck and back on track with your life. In this particular video, you're going to learn how to take inventory to see how and where you're spending your time. You're also going to start getting proactive so you can take control of your life. Now, here's the thing. You have to be proactive in order to be in control of your schedule and prioritize your time and activities. Otherwise, you're going to be reactive to everyone and everything, which is just going to leave you stressed. It's going to leave you out of control, and it also puts you in survival mode. Here's the thing. Being in survival mode has a big, huge effect on your mental and physical health in so many ways you aren't even aware of it until you start having health issues. I think we all know the importance of being in peak health. Your physical health affects your emotions, your thinking, and also the ability to deal with stress, which just gets in the way of making good decisions. Now, this not only has an impact on the way you feel and the quality of your life, but trust me, it will ultimately affect your income. Now, if you will do all these exercises and apply everything in these steps, it can completely change everything for you. It will also get you to start being proactive so you can stop those self-sabotaging behaviors and get you unstuck. It's also going to help you avoid a lot of costly mistakes in your life, business, and your health. Now, this is exactly what I did in my life, and it's also what I have all my clients do, and they get amazing results. Now, I want you to make sure you have a pen or pencil and some paper, or you know what, better yet, open up a spreadsheet or a document on the computer. Now, one reason I like doing this on a computer is that I can copy and paste or highlight and drag things around, which just makes it a lot easier, and it's also not so messy or cluttered. I personally like Excel spreadsheets because it's so much more effective and efficient. Now, if you haven't done this, I want you to pause the video right now and go do that. I'm going to wait for you a few seconds. Okay. In order to see what's really going on, we have to take a complete inventory of everything that you're doing. We have to find out what the problem is, because if you don't know what the problem is, then you can't fix it. We also have to get to the root cause of that problem and fix that. Otherwise, you're going to keep doing the same thing over and over and over, and all this is going to do is just keep you stuck. Now, my goal is to help you get unstuck, back on track, so you can start moving forward with your life. And even if you don't feel like you're stuck, this is still going to help you take things to the next level. This is really going to be an eye-opener and start to explain so much about why things aren't working very well. But in order for this to be effective, you really need to be honest. And I don't want you to worry, because you don't have to show this to anybody. In fact, when I did this, I didn't tell anybody what I was doing. I also don't want you to judge yourself at all. Here's one of my little inside secrets that's very, very helpful. I want you to pretend that you're doing this for a close friend who has asked you for help. So instead of this being your life, it's their life. Now, the reason for this is because when it's your stuff, you have this emotional attachment to it. And, we tend to beat ourselves up when it's our stuff and feel bad. When it's somebody else, well, we're a little bit nicer and we're not so much, we're not so judgmental. Now, before I start, I want to say this. It's really, really important that you complete both parts of this step before you move on to the next step, if you want it to be effective and get the results. Okay, so let's get started. I want you to stay with me on this. Now, there are two parts to this step. Part one. I want you to make a list of everything you do on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis. Now, you may need a separate sheet for each day, and that's okay. What I want you to do is list everything, and I mean everything, from the time you get up until you go to bed. That's right. This includes getting ready for work, preparing food and cooking meals, eating, driving to work, working, talking on the phone, goofing off, taking a hot bath, meditation, exercising, driving, running errands, cleaning house, laundry, yard work, social media, surfing the internet, taking your kids to their activities, business or social meetings, visiting with friends or family, watching TVs or movies. This also includes working on your goals and dreams, things like writing a book, working on your business, maybe starting a new career, or, even looking for another job. Now, it doesn't matter if it's only 2 days a week that you do this or once a month. I know you may think this is kind of silly, but listen, I've taught this to high-level executives and successful entrepreneurs, so trust me on this. It works. I want you to do your best to put everything on the list, and it may take more than 1 day of working on this. The main thing is to get it done as soon as possible while you have some momentum. I also don't want you to judge yourself or worry about it right now. I don't even second guess yourself. When you're finished, I want you to put this to the side, and we're going to come back to this later. I know you may be thinking, I don't have time to do this. And I get that, because that's exactly what I told myself. The truth was, I couldn't afford not to take the time to do this, and neither can you. One of the biggest benefits of doing this exercise is it's going to help create a lot more time in your day. One of my clients was an entrepreneur, a mother of 6 who homeschooled her kids. And any of you who have kids know how busy and hectic your life can be, and it changes from day to day. Now, when she first came to me, she didn't have any time at all to work on her business. And I think she had maybe barely 1 hour a week, if that. And she was also concerned that she wouldn't have time to do this exercise. Now, it was amazing, because in less than 1 month, we were able to create an extra 25 hours a week for her to work on her business. Trust me, she was really glad she took the time to do this. When my life was a mess, I didn't like the way my life was going. I kept using the excuse that I don't have time to do this exercise, so I just kept putting it off over and over and over. But finally, I just got fed up, and I was very willing to do what it took. Once I actually made the time to do it, what I'm asking you to do, I found out it really didn't take that much time. And believe me, it was so worth it. The thing is, you can't fix a problem if you don't know what it is. And you got to get to the root cause and find out what's causing the problem. Otherwise, you're going to keep staying stuck and keep having the same problem over and over. Darling, this is your ticket to freedom. Okay, part 2. I want you to write down how long you spend doing each activity, and I want you to really be honest. It doesn't matter if it's only a few minutes or several hours on each thing. And it also doesn't matter if it isn't the way you want it to be or you think it should be. I want you to just trust the process, and things are going to start falling into place. Trust me. After you do this, I think you're going to see one reason that things aren't working as well as you would like. I want you to do your best to put everything on the list, and it may take more than a day of working on this. The main thing is to get it done as soon as possible while you have some momentum going. And again, I don't want you to judge yourself or worry about it right now, okay? So let's recap. Part 1, write down everything you do on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis from the time you get up until you go to bed. Part 2, write down how much time you spend on each activity. Now, I want you to make sure you complete this step before you start the next step. In the meantime, watch your inbox for the next video with step number 2. Oh, I also don't want you to miss anything. So if you're watching this in my Facebook group, what I want you to do is go to mytickettofreedom.com and sign up for this 5-day challenge. You'll also get access to all the videos so you can review them as many times as you want. And you're also going to get bonuses from time to time if you do that. Now, if you're watching this because you did sign up for the 5-day challenge, I don't want you to miss anything either, so go over to my private Facebook group and join. It's called My Ticket to Freedom. Now, in the Facebook group, you're also going to have access to interviews and a lot of other valuable information in the group. I also have a podcast on iTunes and Stitcher called My Ticket to Freedom Show. So you can also get a lot of very valuable information on there as well. Now, I'm going to say bye for now, and I'll see you on the next video.